This is the best news that you will hear all day. Fat Ass 45 and the first skank have tested positive for COVID-19. Fat Ass 45 and the first skank, melanoma, tested positive for the coronavirus that he announced on Twitter early Friday. He's basically Fat Ass tweeted out that tonight him and the HOTUS had tested positive for COVID-19. Basically, if you test positive for COVID-19, you're supposed to quarantine for 2 weeks. And he says, we will begin our quarantine and recovery process immediately. Technically, I don't want him to recover, but that's just how it is. Hope Hicks, who was one of the Fat Ass's closest senior advisors on Thursday, had tested positive for the virus, making her the highest profile member of the administration to basically get the virus, who was in frequent contact with Fat Ass 45 and other top officials. Also, Ronna McDaniel, who's another RNC chairperson, had also tested positive. Fat Ass 45, who's 74, had told Foe that Insanity had told the Foe host Insanity on Thursday that after Hicks tested positive, that he and the first skank, who's 50, had also were tested after Hicks was tested positive, and later tweeted that they were starting the quarantine process immediately. The Fat Ass has held Klan rallies around the country for months, many of which are outdoors, but some also have been indoors. The most recent one was Wednesday night in Minnesota, and he also traveled to New Jersey on Thursday for a fundraiser. Hicks, along with several other top White House and campaign advisors, traveled with the Fat Ass to Cleveland for Tuesday's debate against the Democratic nominee Joe Biden. The Fat Ass has drawn sharp criticism for his handling of the pandemic and downplaying its threat. Also, his administration has sowed confusion over wearing a mask to slow the spread of the COVID-19, and public health experts have said that this mixed messaging hampered the country's response to the coronavirus pandemic and even led to deaths that could have been prevented. After months of public criticism, the Fat Ass tweeted a photo of himself wearing a mask back in July. Many people say that it is patriotic to wear a face mask when you can't social distance. Then in August, Fat Ass 45 urged Americans to cover their faces in public as a patriotic thing to do. It's really not. The Fat Ass has also insisted he didn't lie to the American public about the severity of the coronavirus. Yes, he did, despite having told veteran journalist Bob Woodward in March that he had been intentionally downplaying the virus. Basically, Fat Ass 45 says we have to be calm. We can't be panicked. Technically, what Fat Ass 45 didn't want, he didn't want the reason why he downplayed the virus is because he didn't want to panic the markets. After a Fat Ass 45 Klan rally in Tulsa in June, former Republican presidential candidate Herman Cain tested positive for the virus, and he would eventually later die. At that same rally, roughly 8 White House staffers, including Secret Service personnel, have tested positive for the virus. One of Fat Ass 45's personal valets, who works in the West Wing serving the Fat Ass's meals, among other duties, tested positive for the coronavirus in May also. U.S. health officials have continued to monitor the coronavirus cases in the United States. As of October 1st, more than 7 million cases have been confirmed in the U.S., based on NBC's news count. There have been more than 209,000 deaths reported as of today. So if you like the video, give the video a like and subscribe to my channel, Random Mike, and also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when a new video comes out. Thanks for listening.